So good morning to Madam Rosinda and the second operator. So in this presentation, we will going to present about our final project of 2D animation. Our title of this project is Plastic is Harmful to Our Marine Ecosystem. So this is my group member. So my name is Liew from DGA.
My name is Kang from DGA.
My name is Chen from DGA2.
Okay, so from start, I will start to present about my part, which is exposition and rising action. So in the short one, it will showing a people throwing rubbish, but this in front are using the fade in to do the transition between the scene from the title. From here, you can see there are the movie clip with the classic tune for the sea wave. The wind also got the movie clip. And the hand that I use is for the anticipation, to showing the people before throwing the water have the action like going down before he throw from here. And the staging part is for the plastic water before it throw. So in the second shot, it will show the plastic bottle movement to the sea. In here, the POA that I use is the slow in and slow out, which is shown by starting slowly, and then medium will be normal speed. Before you dropping to the sea, it will be slow again, and staging for the focusing on the bottle. And from here is the short tree. The POA that I use is the staging for focus on the bottle. Timing is the later on plastic bag. And post to post is the water dropping or showing the animation. And here got a sound effect for the bottle dropping from here. And the plastic will slowly drop by using the POA of timing. So for the short 4, which is the rising action, we're showing staging part, which is the plastic starting dissolve to the small part. From here, you can see that the wave also using the classic twin and the movie clip. They are different speed. Yeah. So for the shot 5, we will focusing on the fish, which is our character, jellyfish, turtle, and the fish over here. The POA that I use, which is staging, is focusing the animal. Timing for the fish going out. Follow through action is the point of the jellyfish or the character that we use will have the action, which is the water wave, and scratch is the jellyfish. We got big and small like that. The technique that I use is same as moving clip and the classic twin. So for the shot 6, which is my last part, which is the plastic dropping down and the bubble coming out from connect with the second later on scene. The POA that I use, which is staging, for focusing the plastic dropping to the sea and the bubble going up. So that's all for my explanation. So I will pass this to my teammate Kodika.
Okay. So for my part, it's after the plastic drop down, and For this part is there's a plastic dropping down, which I'm using classic twin for this right here, classic twin, and there's bubble that it will go up. I'm using a movie clip for this. Then after the plastic drop down, there's a clownfish came. At here, I'm using classic twin and movie clip. For the movie clip, it's for the fin to move. And then for the classic twin, it's for the whole fish to move. And he saw this. He went here to eat. For this, I'm using staging as my principle of animation to focus the fish on eating the rubbish, the trash. And then the fish dead. I'm also using classic twin for this. And right here, for the jellyfish, it comes with classic twin without movie clip. Then until here, which is my shot 2, I'm using staging also for this. Then the jellyfish ate it using classic twin to move it, and it's dead. For classic twin also. So for this scene, the dead scene, I'm using staging also to show that the jellyfish is dead. It's focused on a jellyfish movement. Then this is the other part, which is my shot 4. For this, I'm using timing and staging. So I time the sea turtle and the plastic to go on same speed at the time. And then it tie around his neck. Classic twin. I'm using classic twin and movie clip for the turtle. Then he ran back. For this is my shot 5. This is using follow through and anticipation. So the plastic follow through the neck of the turtle. Anticipation, it's the movie clip part, which is moving his fin, his hand. So after this, he came to the sea using classic twin and fade in for the turtle. After he reached the sea, there's a hand here. There's a hand here came out to help him untie it. I'm using classic twin for here. And for this scene, it's my shot 6, which is staging, focusing on the hand untying the plastic bag. And I'm using classic twin for the plastic bag too, to follow the hand. And then at here, for the turtle return, I'm using fade out and classic twin also. And that's all for my part. I will pass it to the next scene, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so I will be explaining my part here, which is the resolution part. So as you can see, I using one of the animation principle, which is staging. As you can see here, the camera slowly zooms into the screen itself, as slowly moving into the beach itself as the wave crashing in. So the ocean wave itself, I use the movie clip and fade in and fade out to actually mimic the ocean wave that has clashed in and clashed out the movement itself. And yeah, and also as you can see, there's one of the trash also suddenly appear, suddenly fade in, then I also using the same as the same thing as the ocean wave, which is a moving clip and fade, not moving clip, classic tweak, and fade in and fade it. So the only one thing that I use for uh staging one of the animation principle is that the camera, which is slowly zooms in, focusing the beach itself actually, and the next shot will be the next shot is squid that I use the animation principle is the squash and stretch and follow up, which is the uh, s- uh, shit. uh so, this is it. Um, 不得，但是不匹配，我做的是，我都在做东西，我都在做啊，就知道了啊，就是 Uh, my apologies. As I was saying, the shot tool that I using the animation, one of the principal animation is Scotch and Scratch, and the follow up, which is the one of them that I use a Scotch and Scratch from the animation principle is that after the wave has crashed in and washed up a plastic bottle into the beach, the hand somehow got expanded while reaching for the bottle, and once it once it's grabbed it already, it somehow also slowly expands backwards as he's trying to pull out from the screen itself. So this part here, I use as the source of scratch to actually to create the drastic movement for the hand to reach out and pull back from the screen itself once it's grabbed it, and the animation the part that I use for the hand itself is also the same thing, the classic trick, which is allowed the hands to uh to move up and down, of course, and the follow up is once after the hand has grabbed the water bottle itself, there are some other trash which is appears after another ocean wave washed up, which is I use as the follow up, one of the animation principle itself. So the trash itself is same thing as the ocean wave, which I use fade in and classic tweak to uh to actually mimic the same way as the plastic bottle that has been washed up from the wave itself. So yeah. So next up, the short tree that I use for the animation principle is the poster pose and staging. So the poster pose that I use for is when one of the uh, volunteers actually picks up the rubbish and putting back to the rubbish bag itself actually, which allows it to have the one by one frame of the one of the volunteers to mimic the movement of when he's reaching when he's putting up the rubbish bin and also putting into the trash, as you can see. As you can see this part right here actually post to post. And for the staging itself, after after the volunteers volunteers has finished up cleaning up the part of the beach, he went out went out to the screen, and of course the the camera will zoom in into the wave, zoom in into the ocean, and moving on to the another shot itself, which is the shot 4, which is the starting point of where I play where I play the part, not play the part, which is call to action. Actually, yeah, this part. Oh yeah, and this part here, I also use classic trick to zoom. Oh no, not yeah, classic trick to zoom in to the camera and zoom out. Once has entered to another shot itself. So in this shot 4, also I using staging to actually staging for the one of the floating rubbish trash that is floating around the ocean, and yeah, and this part right there, this part, which is I was also using a classic trick after after it floats around already, it moves to the corner, and moving on to the shot 5, which is also staging and post to post. The staging, which is where the boat has actually came from the other side, has spotted the rubbish bin and moved forward and moving towards the rubbish bin itself. And for the and this part, and uh for the uh, for the boat itself, I also use a classic trick to actually uh make the movement of the boat to move forward to the ocean itself. And once it does, this part I use as the post to post, which is where the net move, which is the net which is to create the net being thrown out to the sea and capture the floating rubbish bin and bring it back towards the boat itself, which I use it for, which that is where I use it represent as the post to post itself. And after the boat has left, we moving on to the final shot itself, which where I use uh the final principle of the animation is the staging, where again the camera zooms in, and and the the text itself slowly appears to the screen itself one by one, which is the one by one from the model itself to the one of the rescue centers, which the viewers can support if they want to. And afterwards, after one of the support rescue centers, moving on to the credits, which we have done to the animation itself. Uh, yeah, so these texts, so this text that I use is fade in. That's fade in for all the text itself. So that's it for my part. So we will begin for the video.
So for the last part, we will make a reflection in our team. So I will start first. So in this project, I learned a lot and fix my basic on how to use the classic twin and the movie clip to make the animation more smooth. And thank you, madam, that teach us a lot in how to use and the special of the fade in, which is used for the transition for the between scene. So the challenge that I feel that I meet is the time management not enough because we always rushing at the last minute to complete our project. So I think I need to improve about that to make sure next time we're not rushing to the last minute to complete our project. I think that's all. I will pass to my teammates. Thank you.
For my reflection, I have learned a lot from this assignment, such as fade in and fade out, which madam taught us in class, and I can use it on when the sea turtles actually swim up the beach and swim back to the beach. I use the technique at there. And the challenging part for this assignment for me, it's actually having a same art style with my group mate. So actually we discussed a lot from the start. We discussed about the art style, then we choose to pick we choose to have a simple art style so that we all can draw it in the same way to make sure that every art style is similar to each other. And that's all for my reflection. I'll pass it to my next group mate.
So my reflection. I would like to say about my reflection is that I would like to thank you very much for Madam for teaching us many techniques for our anime itself, especially fade in and fade out. Without Madam teaching us fade in and fade out, I would not have the knowledge to know that there is a fade in and fade out to actually mimic the beach with the beach where the ocean wave appears to be have rubbish bin. I would have not know that. And the biggest challenge for this project itself, it's time management and the lack of knowledge of using the anime itself. First off, the time manage. I would like to say about the time management itself. Because due to other assignments and late submission that we have to rush in and rush out very very hard. And of course we have no choice but to like very last minute to submit our assignments as well. So I would also improve that. And second is my lack of knowledge of using the Adobe animation. The well because of that, I kind of feel like my Adobe animation feels not good enough. And of course, I'm not saying that the animation currently is the best or the baddest, but I kind of feel like there are lots of improvement to actually create a better animation uh, so that it could actually kind of feel like it's not wonky and too stunt for the animation itself. So my part of the reflection is it's here. So thank you.
So thank you to madam and the second elector. So our presentation will be end here. Thank you.